It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of paper, arson, petty theft, spout. You don't exactly close them. It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape. That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead. Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? Don't worry. One day you may still catch the man with the square gun.
The couch in an unexpected location.
Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it.
They actually looked like
Insufferable dicks. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it is. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual. Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved.
Did I ever catch those guys?
No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What next? Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of soda. In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What types of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Enough of this.
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copy. Thin, see-through copier paper, mostly neon yellow, some bright red. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Station call.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute.
Field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Visual cockpits again. Measures.
There are several footprints
Visual
in the mud,
calculus.
left by work
Get
boots.
the next set.
Anywhere from 6 to... What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Toma um comprimido, nem para não ficar excessivo. What kind of boots? Deixa eu ver agora.
There are several
What kind of
heavy
boots?
workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Lieutenant, workers' boot tracks.
Noted.
The leathers for kids you control the weight of a grown man.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. The corpse, you seem to be... A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils. There he still is, looking right
God,
through
what
you
is that? Why
with
is
his
it so
white
bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
Insurance. Yeah, uma coisa que tira insurance.
There he still is,
Let's go have your
looking
nose before
right
throwing
through
up.
you. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Play out.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
Fucking
Keep
corpse. Don't need your
It's not
pity.
pity. You should wipe your mouth after vomiting. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay, how do we get ammonia
That young
from?
woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the...
There he still is, looking right through you. The There he still is. As you breathe in,
Oh!
the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons. This delicate machine, ready for picking. Instinctively you crack your fingers.
Step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Disco Elysium.
So how do we get them
We
down?
should have a look at that belt before we even consider taking him down. It looks worrisome.
Inspect the tattoo.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will might be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
This is a microelectronic
I
system.
have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But it's not quite complex enough, is it?
It doesn't seem familiar from the insides of any radio computer your mind can imagine. The somewhat organic lines remind you of old filament memory units, but not quite. No, you're nowhere near right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's
The
that?
Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
What we need this for?
Contains insight to the victim's person. This was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Now, if we could find someone to decipher it.
Can I have it? I should look at it later before the cost.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Inspect the
The
bag.
hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the... This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Eu não sei porque ele faz coleção de lanchones.
So, don't ask me how I know, but it is a lashing belt used for airlifting.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Then again, what do I know? I don't even know what an airship
No,
is.
you're right. The harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. They use whatever was on hand here, without paying attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're also being dock workers from the harbor.
I'm
theater?
still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
Makes sense, believably, Moonlight.
70% of the cases I get are just filling in the blanks on the initial report. This belt worries me. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Yes. I'm still approaching this as a lynch. We all are. I'm still approaching this. 70% of the cases I get are just filling in the blanks on the initial report.
How did
This
they
belt
even
worries
get
me.
him
A
like
noose
that?
is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Did they climb up using the kids' ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel
I
wire.
was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. These eyes used to be blue, baby blue. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from... The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled.
I'm gone.
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where is it?
In the past. Way out in the west. Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
I have something I need to know.
Of course. You have questions, don't you? The power of your imagination.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
No.
Your lost Coppodopo would have been so because you're a copperoonie.
Yeah, give me
Here you
question.
go, you loony. Because
It's
you're
funny for a moment.
coming right up, Copperoony. This is getting upbeat now.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Rooney's not who I am. I'm Harry.
No. You're not a Harry either. You're a motherfucker. That's who you are. Rooney the motherfucker. Fuck no.
Who's fucking talking
And no,
about?
you don't. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. That's right. Stupid, boring Harry. Harry the motherfucker.
I can see your gun, but who are
I'm
you?
a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about
There
you.
is nothing funny about jokes either.
Who were you when you were
A
alive?
killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I have another question.
Go ahead, Coppo.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, brother Coppo. It was love all along.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Don't have anything else to do? This case is all I
I
have.
am all you have. Then you truly lost it all, brother. Let the world drag it all away from you. And what it left, you pissed away. And here we are. Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into... You're a lying sack of shit, cop. Looking at my face.
Maybe this will...
Sure. Looking at my face.
Maybe this will lead to something,
motionless.
something
Looking into my eyes.
for simple. I hate you, you stink in your
Do I
forehead.
remind you of someone?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
You don't remind me
Sure
anymore.
I do. You just don't want to admit it. Do I?
A child born with Muller's disease,
Deep
harlequin.
secret.
No, not quite. Be fair now.
Myself in a bathroom mirror.
There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you will be just like me. Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's a matter of weeks.
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red lines on the skin above waist level, more like days, Coppo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you so.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my
You can take a
friend.
step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only
So,
the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
his face and hands are pink
I
thighs
see
too.
it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
He's beaten up. See
I
the
do.
bruises?
Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
I think he's
I
dead.
agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
His poster's not coming
No
back.
siree. I agree. Totally dead. Dabba-doob doob dead. I agree.
His person
Totally dead. That sounds about right, yes. I agree. Totally dead. He is. I agree. Totally dead. Absolutely. I agree. Totally dead.
Sure, the corpse looks by, oblivious. Black.
I agree. Totally dead. No siree.
I think he was uptight after death. His hands, feet, and neck is covered.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
You would still like the hypostasis marks in the neck to be a bit more pronounced.
Could it still be he was moved up?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first. Agreed.
You would still like the hypostasis.
There's always a chance. Agreed.
You would still like the hypostasis marks in the neck to be a.
Everything here seems to Agreed.
You would still like the hypostasis marks in the neck.
Yes, there's all. Agreed.
You would still like the hypostasis marks in the neck to be a bit more.
Maybe it looks faint to you? It could be more pronounced, actually. Dûment noté. There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
We got
Did
lucky.
we? I don't feel lucky. The victim...
The fuck?
Talking about shit.
Maybe. The victim...
The fuck?
Talking about shit.
Malicious laughter erupts in the yard. Sounds like seagulls.
Big's head is a...
The lieutenant's face is made of stone, but there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you.
We've looked at the belt now.
decomposing.
How do we begin down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
We've been through. Do you have a plan for the guy?
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
here's a good.
An acrobatic maneuver would solve this situation. Nothing can go wrong with a good maneuver. Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
No, I'm not. Get out of here. I remember here's a good.